Hello and welcome. This is a final project for Texas A&M Corpus Christi GSEN 5365, Dr. Lucy Wang. My name is Shawn Jackson. The title of my project is Geodatabase Design for Water Management. And just a little bit about my background. I work at Arkansas Natural Resources Commission. This is a screenshot of our website. I'm housed in the water management section, and in particular I handle the non-riparian permitting. And non-riparian permitting mainly focuses around the hydraulic fracturing business. And this is I'm trying to get to the screenshot of our application. The application itself reflects everything that's in our current access database, and I have been over the section since roughly 2013. The hydraulic fracturing really kicked off in about 2007. This is a screenshot demonstrating the access database. Right now we have approximately 171 records in the database, and it needs some work, but we'll get there. All of this, all of the records go back into the spatial database itself. When I first started in the section, which was around 2011, the access database had been already established, but the GIS end of it was very lacking, to say the least. Right now what I'm doing is trying to get the database description pulled up for you so you can kind of see how things translate over to the spatial database and how I set up the tables themselves. My original idea in setting up GIS for the program was to go directly from the Microsoft database into GIS, and since that time ESRI has stopped utilizing Microsoft. And just to give you an idea of some of the problems that we've encountered with the program, then when it was first set up, everything was saved as individual shapefiles, and that's what I'm showing. This is the number of different files that are in each one of these folders. 2012 is when we hit the peak, and I believe there was like 6,000 records in that one file. So it's very important to get all of the individual shapefiles into a database to truly be able to utilize GIS in analysis. And once again, this just gives you an idea of how many records are in a file there by year, and it's a logistical nightmare trying to get it all into a database, and it's a work in progress. And this, if you'll notice the spinning circle, how long it's taking just to open up this the year 11 file, because there are so many records within it. So you kind of have an idea now of where GIS plays a very important part in taking the individual files as shape files and getting them into a database. as far as the records themselves, they were exported out of the Access database as either a permit, a diffuse, or a denial. And this was done on a monthly basis. And this gives you an idea of what the map looks like when they were originally started doing permits. It's really kind of embarrassing to say that this was done, but this is exactly how people handle GIS, and the reason why I'm trying to get a decent database up and running. And this gives you an idea of where I'm at now with the database. This was the first database that I attempted. And at least when you look at a map, you have a legend, you have labels that tell you what's going on with it, instead of it just being basically a pushpin map with no labels. So my first attempt at building the database, and that was roughly 2013, I was able to set up domains and felt very pleased with myself for being able to set up domains at that time. This database was designed with several data sets in it. We have a base map layer. I had a land parcel layer, then the non-riparian section that relates back to the Access database. The main reason that I divided it up into the different data sets, each data set is important to justify or qualify the information that you're looking at, or confirm what you're looking at. And that's the reason why I broke it down into the different layers. Then this is, I basically just brought all of the information from the Access table into the data set for the non-riparian permit. My main goal in setting out designing this first database is eventually having some type of online product which the end user can click on a spot and pull up application information specifically for that spot. And that's what I'm demonstrating here, is just utilizing the identification tool, how the information, or how I would like to convey the information. I am getting close to that point, but I'm still having some problem with actually pulling the information from the identify tool out. And this is just showing that you can actually go into a permit and look at the permit and all of the information that's associated with the permit. And currently the only way I know of for getting the information out or saving the information, documenting the GIS layers, is doing a screen print of what is seen in the identification tool. So that was the old database, and this is the database that I've been working from for this project. Many of the same layers are still there. They all are still very important and a necessary part for matching up our applications and verifying our information. In this database, the one thing that I found very helpful in the creation and displaying the data is in the non-riparian table itself, or the application table, was utilizing the subtypes. And just simply wanted to begin looking at the new database in ARC Catalog. It's a little bit easier to look at than viewing the tables in ArcMap. For the project, I am using State Plain for Arkansas. And again, I'm just showing you the various points within the database. And this is going ahead and going into ARC with the database itself. And I chose roughly 5 domains for the project. The domains equate to the county names, the quad names, the 12-digit HUC name, and the state water plan basins. Set up subtypes for the status of the application, and there are 6 subtypes ranging from an unprocessed application, active permit, a diffuse use determination, there's cancellations and denials. This is simply just looking at the subtypes and showing how each subtype had domains assigned to it, and then that was looking at the fields. This is an edit session within the map and demonstrating creating a new point or a new record within the submitted applications. I'm going to select a active permit to create, and just go in and add it to the map. And of course there are various other ways of getting into the edit session. You can actually put down your latitude, longitude using the various edit tools that are available. In this case, wanted to get rid of that layer. I'm showing the various layers that are associated with the point, and going in and beginning to fill out the attributes within the table. And this app number comes from the Access database, and I need to delete it. There's quite a bit of cleaning that I still need to do as far as the records are concerned. I'm not going to go all the way through every field that needs to be filled out, but I just wanted to demonstrate that the domains worked. I was afraid that I had messed up my domains when I assigned my codes to them. I realized that after I got in and started playing with it, that the drop down was not alphabetical for counties and quads, and that was my fault for not paying attention to the code as I assigned the codes to the county or quad name. but it does work. You are able to type in the county that you're in, and it will select the record for you. Finally, going into this last section, I did set up a one relationship class between the county table and the application submitted, which worked out marvelously. And I still have quite a bit of work to do on this table, or on the database itself. It's been a very good learning experience, and I plan to keep working on it. And I thank you for your time.